Say you felt like eating an apple, and to your delight, you are presented with 2 apples. The person presenting you with these apples says you may have whichever one you like, but know this. If you choose the red apple, someone will die needlessly. But if you choose the green apple, there will be no consequences. Which apple do you choose?
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Hi everyone, I'm Harry Crisp, and welcome to the Cultivated channel. In the not so distant future, we will all be presented with decisions quite like this one on a regular basis. But how can this be? Well, most people in the developed world frequently consume animal-derived foods, that is steak, chicken, milk and cheese, etc. And it's an undeniable fact that animals have to die for these products to be produced.
That's impossible!
But that's not always going to be the case. Scientists have discovered a way to grow or cultivate meat in vitro, that is, outside of an animal's body. For more information on cultivated meat, I've made an introductory video about it. You can find the link in the top right corner or in the description. But the basic version is they take a sample of muscle and fat tissue and they put it in a growth medium, which provides the environment and the nutrients to make the cells multiply. Once they have enough cells, they cleverly put it together to create a piece of meat or milk or whatever the animal-derived food is that they're trying to produce. Obviously, this is a dramatic oversimplification, but you get the point. Meat and dairy without animal suffering. As far as I'm aware, there is only one company that sells cultivated meat called Good Meat, and it's only available in Singapore. But startup companies looking to sell cultivated products are popping up frequently, and the science is developing rapidly. The red versus green apple choice will take the form of cultivated meat versus slaughtered meat. They're both identical on a cellular level, but might look just a little different on the outside. This video is directed at meat lovers, people who currently eat meat and don't want to change, but who care about the well-being of animals. Well, I'm here today to tell you that in the long run, you might not have to give up anything. No doubt you've heard some of the negative consequences of the meat and dairy industry, whether it be the detrimental effect it has on the climate, personal health, or animal well-being concerns.
Ooh, that's bad.
I believe, with good reason, that cultivated meat will taste just as good as regular meat, and eventually it could be even cheaper, with less detrimental effect on the climate, and the most important part for me is that no animals will have to die in the process.
That's good.
Of course, when these products first become available, they'll likely be more expensive than traditionally sourced animal foods, and it'll take interest and investment from consumers to drive the price down. So I encourage you to try out and support these products as soon as you can. There are some hesitations to the very idea of cultivated meat out there that I want to address. The most common one can appropriately be called the Ick Factor. Isn't it weird to eat something grown in a lab? This is many people's first response, and I think it's misplaced. You'd be hard-pressed to make a laboratory that is a more vile and disgusting place than an average abattoir. Yet people don't mind eating meat. What's more, if you saw a production line for many fast foods, you likely wouldn't find them appealing at all. Yet this doesn't stop people indulging in these in fast food restaurants every day.
That's disgusting.
Another concern is eating something that isn't normal or natural. Slaughter meat is certainly normal. It's been happening ubiquitously since, well, before anyone watching this was born. And it is reasonable to worry about reinventing the process. So let me see if I can assuage some of these concerns. Compared to slaughtered meat, cultivated meat will be much cleaner. It won't come into contact with guts, feces, dirt, and other undesirable parts of the slaughtered carcass. Another significant benefit that I think we can especially appreciate lately is there's an almost zero risk of zooinotic pathogens transmitting to humans in the process of cultivating meat. One of the primary theories of how COVID-19 made its way to humans was through the sale of meat in the Wuhan wet market. Now, before the contrarians come and mention, well, there's poor hygiene standards in Wuhan, may I recommend you take a look at some slaughterhouse footage and inspect their hygiene standards. Or just consider the host of illnesses that we humans contract from eating animals. And if you don't believe the wet market theory, that's fine. You don't have to. You just have to know that scientists thought that a plausible theory, that it's normal or expected for a zoonotic pathogen to transmit from animals to humans in an environment like that, or like a slaughterhouse. Back when I ate meat, I remember being put off by the veins in steak or the cartilage in chicken flesh. I guess I was quite a fussy meat eater. I didn't much like fat either. But with cultivated meat, I understand they can actually control the ratio between muscle and fat cells, so you can get meat tailored exactly to your liking.
That's incredible!
Also, it'll be easier to get high quality meat, because instead of needing to cram thousands of cows into a feedlot, you just need to grow one cow, and you can grow it grass-fed, and then just take a tiny portion of its cells without really needing to harm it, and that's your master cell. For me, it comes down to the lives being saved. About 200 million animals die every day just to feed humans of food we don't even need. About 25 million in the United States alone. One day, in the not too distant future, you may be able to eat the same foods you do today, but no animals will need to die. All you'd need to do is pick the ethical brand. So, will you do it?
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
And I should add that we're already faced with this decision today. There are plenty of plant-based foods out there, like apples, that don't necessitate the death of animals. So you can already start making this decision today. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.